Hi everybody, I'm Miss Becky. Are you ready? Are you ready to come in and join us? Join the circle? Miss Marty's in here and she's going to tell you a wonderful story. So if you're ready, come on in.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Welcome to Godly Play. Today we're going to tell a story all about Advent. Remember, before we start, we have to do a few things. This week we already have our candle ready to make this our sacred space because we're going to tell a very special story. So while you're at home, I want you to light your special candle, okay? So you can make your homes a special, sacred place. The next thing we have to do is change our circle of the church year calendar. Miss Becky's going to come and do that for us.
Hi, Miss Marty. Thank you. So here we are. Look at this. We're at the very end of our Green Growing Sundays. And I'm going to move it 1 week into a new color. This is Advent. Advent is that time when we get ready for the mystery of Christmas. So this is very exciting, and Miss Marty has a great story to tell you.
Okay, let's all get settled down. Are you ready? Are you ready to hear the story? Now we're in a new season. We've moved from the green growing season to a new season of purple. Remember, purple is the color of kings and queens. No one could wear purple in those days except the royal people. Roman citizens could wear just a tiny stripe of purple, but that was all. Purple is a serious color, and something serious is about to happen. A king is coming, but he's not the kind of king that people think about all the time. This king has no army, no great house, and no riches. This king was a baby who was born in a barn. The king who was coming is still coming. This is full of mystery. You know, a mystery is hard to enter sometimes. That's why this time of Advent is so important. Sometimes people walk right through a mystery and they don't even know they're there. This time of year, sometimes we see people hurrying in and out of malls, buying things and doing this and that. But they just miss the mystery. They don't know how to get ready for it, or maybe they forgot. The church learned a long time ago that people need a way to get ready or enter or even get close to the mystery of Christmas. So the church set aside 4 weeks for us to get ready. This is such a great mystery that it takes a long time to get ready. During this time, we are all on our way to Bethlehem. We are all making the journey. We are all getting ready to enter the mystery of Christmas. So let's go with the prophets, the Holy Family, the shepherds, the angels, and the magi, and all the rest of the people to make the journey that really was just not back then, but it is now too. Here's our first week of Advent. This week we remember the prophets. The prophets are people who came so close to God, and God came so close to them that they know just what is the most important thing. Look, they pointed the way to Bethlehem. They didn't know exactly what was going to happen there, but they knew that that was the place to go. So on this first Sunday of Advent, we remember the prophets. Look, he's still pointing the way for us to get to Bethlehem. Something incredible is going to happen there. Here's our first candle for the Sunday in Advent. The prophets are the people who knew the most important things. They knew which way to go. They are the ones who showed us the way. Now we can all go to Bethlehem. Now, this is the second week in Advent. This week we're going to remember the Holy Family. Do you see this card? It shows us Bethlehem and the road. The Holy Family is on its way to Bethlehem, and that's where we're going with them. Here is the mother, Mary. Here is the father, Joseph. And here's that donkey. Remember, Mary was so close to having a baby that sometimes she would get tired, and so she would ride on the donkey. They must have been the last people coming down that road to Bethlehem. Here's our second candle. Here's the light of the prophets. Here is the light of Mother Mary and Father Joseph as they make their way to Bethlehem. Now this is the third Sunday of Advent, and we remember the shepherds who were standing in the fields all around Bethlehem trying to keep their sheep safe. They were trying to stay awake so the wolves could not come and eat their sheep. Suddenly, there was such a light in the sky that it hurt their eyes. They were afraid. Their hearts were beating so loudly. They couldn't even hear that the angels were singing. They were so scared that they could barely hear the words. The angels were singing, "Don't be afraid." The angels singing sounded something like this: "Don't be afraid. We bring you tidings of great joy, peace on earth and goodwill to everyone. A child is born. Go, hurry, run to Bethlehem and see the child who will change everything." Here's our third candle. So we have our candle for the prophets, the candle for the Holy Family, and now we have the candle for the shepherds. But look, there's something different about this candle. It's the color of roses. This is to remind us of the great joy that the angels were singing about. It's also here to help us remember that sometimes things can get pretty serious as we're getting close to the great mystery of Christmas. We can't be serious all the time, so on this Sunday, we need to celebrate a little. There's another thing about the color of roses. It's also one of the colors for the Mother Mary. So let's remember her again, because without Mary, we wouldn't have a baby. On the fourth Sunday of Advent, we remember the three kings, the Magi, the wise men. They came from far in the east, and they were so wise that people thought they were magic. Remember? That's where our word magic comes from. Of all the things they knew the most about the stars. They knew where each star was supposed to be all during the year. This way they could tell the people when it was time to plant their crops, or take a trip on the ocean in a boat, or cross the high mountain passes when the snow wouldn't be too deep. All of a sudden they saw a wild star. It was not like any of the stars on their maps. It went where it wanted to go, and it didn't stay in one spot. So they decided they better follow this wild star so they could see where it was going and what it wanted to show them. They followed the star all the way to Bethlehem. But they came from so far away that they got there after the baby was born. They're always late, it seems. Every year they're late. They usually don't arrive to see the baby until January 6th. But we remember them anyway, because like us, they are on their way to Bethlehem. Here's our fourth candle, representing the wise men. So we have our candle for the prophets, the candle for the Holy Family, the candle for the shepherds, and now the candle for the wise men. But look, when you come to the mystery of Christmas, everything changes. It becomes the color of pure celebration. This is when the baby is born, the one we've been waiting for. Here's the Christ child, the mystery of Christmas. This is amazing, and I bet all the creatures that night were amazed. But mostly, there was one cow. that came up to his feed box in the morning to eat some straw, and he found a baby lying in the manger. Someone had put a soft cover over the straw, and the manger became a bed, and the cow just watched as the baby slept. Uh-oh, we're missing something. What could it be? It's our Christ candle. We need to bring our Christ candle down. Now, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the light. Look, it's spreading out all over our room. As it spreads out, it gets thinner and thinner until we can't see it at all. But that doesn't mean it's gone. It only means that you can't see it. You can still feel the Christmas light. It is filling up the room with the prophets and the Holy Family, the shepherds and the three kings. Anywhere you go, you can come close to the light. That was a great story, wasn't it? There's so much to tell in the mystery of Christmas. So now you can go get your art boxes. Miss Becky and I, remember, we brought you some more boxes. In those boxes, you'll find lots of things to do. This week, you might want to make your own Advent wreath at home with your families. You've got some great supplies in there. So why don't you go and get your boxes and make some great fun things. And remember, we're going to be telling you our favorite Christmas stories too. So you'll have to watch those. And when you finish all of that, don't forget, you can have a snack or a great feast. You might even have some Christmas cookies laying around your house that you might enjoy. Remember to always thank God for everything you have. Amen. Bye. Hi everyone. I'm so glad you enjoyed our Advent story. If you all go to your boxes that we gave to you, we have some activities for you. Okay? I want you to go to the boxes and I want you to find the one that says Holy Family. I want you to find one that says Advent Wreath. And then this big bright piece of red paper. Okay, so let's talk about them. In your Holy Family bag, you're gonna find, look at all this fabric, and you have 3 people. You have baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph. And look, you can make clothes for them. You could take markers and draw the face and the clothes. You can do whatever you want and put it someplace special so you can remember the Holy Family. Next, we have an Advent wreath. This is different than the one we all made last year. This time, pull these little votives out of the bag. And look, you have 4 little candles. You have pink paper and purple paper. I want you to get some glue and water, and I want you to paint that glue all over these on the outside. And then I want you to tear the paper and stick it so that you end up with 1 pink and 3 purple. Remember, when we did the Advent story, we talked about week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And then go in your yards and find some beautiful greenery and ask your mom for a plate, and you can just make it and make it as beautiful as you want. The next thing you're going to find is this great big piece of red paper with Santa's face. Look at all the numbers. This is like an Advent calendar. So on the back, you have all of these cotton balls and this piece of paper talking about Santa's beard is so bare. Every day we're going to glue 1 piece of cotton on every number. So when you get to December 24th, he'll have a beautiful white beard, and then you'll know it's time to go to sleep and wake up, and it'll be Christmas Day. Okay? We're so excited. We have lots and lots of great stories to tell you and lots of fun crafts. So we'll see you soon, and we'll talk about those, okay? All right. Bye, everyone.